Hi everyone, this is Deborah Houston. Again, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about being stuck on stupid. You know, stop allowing yourself to be played. You know what I'm talking about. Being in those dead end relationships with people who mean you no well. You know, one of those things that we learn when we're a child. You remember the bully who always picks on the person that never really does, is not going to really fight them back. So the bully loves continue to push, and terrorize, someone who's scared of them, or someone who's just not going to push back. When I was growing up, I was bullied a lot. And for the most part, most people, they thought I was really terrorized or scared of them. Well, the truth of the matter was, I was more scared of myself than I was of them. And I was scared of what I could possibly do if I gave into that anger or gave into that, that rage. I could just be as crazy as they are. They always say you got to be careful and watch out for those quiet ones, because they'll kind of, they'll all of a sudden, they will act up on you. I really actually believe that. I actually believe that, because what it is normally those people, they're pushed into the corner, and it's, at some point in time, they have to ask themselves, is it going to be me or you? Me or you? And I'm going to choose me. I'm going to choose me every time. But a lot of times, you know, when you begin to stay in a certain place, or allow certain things to happen to you, or people to mistreat you or abuse you, because you may really still want them around. You in some way value their relationship to you, but they are killing you. They're like it's like having cancer in your life when you're dealing with toxic people, people who are just leeches. There are a lot of people that, they will take advantage of you, and even if you tell them no, and they know that you feel, you're struggling to not to tell them, no, I can't do this, I can't do that, or stop calling me this name, or stop mistreating me, even though they know it's wrong. They see that you've built up a high tolerance, and they look for that tolerance in you that you've built up to tolerate their BS. It's like being stuck on stupid. They'll just continue. But the moment that you push back, and they tell you you're mean for doing that, you much rather be ran over, because they know that may be a trigger word for you, the idea of being mean, so that so you don't want to be mean. You want to always come across nice. You want to be that nice person, and so because you want to always care about what they think about you, you're not going to look out for your best interests at heart. So those people, they'll continue to run a train on you and mistreat you, take your fortune. You may need to pay all your bills, but they guilt you into, oh, I'll pay you back, I'll give it back to you, with no intentions. They know that they can come back to the river and continue to ask. They'll bleed you dry or whatnot. They would bleed you dry. That's what they will do until you learn the lesson. And that was one of the things that was the hardest lesson for me to learn, is stop being stuck on stupid. There are so many people in my life that have come up to me who've been, to me, beggars. They're looking for a handout from you, wanting you to always help them, and they never really help you. And the thing about it is, you always, and at the same time, you have bills, you have things that you're obligated to. You are giving the best of yourself in the relationship, trying to make sure that that you're there for them, but they're not necessarily there for you. They are, if anything, they continue to tear you down to keep you in the same place. You know, those people are very toxic. And a lot of times we get accustomed to having those people in our lives. They can be family members. They can be your brother, your sister, your mother, your father, your aunts, your uncle, your best friends, the ones you consider your best friends. Sometimes you have to revamp your entire life and be by yourself in order to move forward, in order to build a life that, that represents the person that you are. Don't be afraid to be by yourself, be alone. I'd much rather be all by myself, live my life on my terms rather than to be subjected to constantly being mistreated by toxic friends and family members. It's just too much for me. And I want you to know that's not something that you have to accept. Stop being stuck on stupid. And if they want to be a part of your life, let them be a part of your life on your own terms, your terms. Your terms meaning that you're not going to be in your life, and they're not going to, unless they're respectful. Unless they are not trying to abuse you in any way, form, or fashion. And your body is a temple. So if you're not with somebody who can respect the fact that, especially if you're in a relationship and you share your person with them, and they want to go out there and introduce themselves to a whole plethora of people and start multiple different streams of relationships and cheat on you, then you need to be strong enough person to get out of that type of thing, that type of interaction. You're stronger than what you believe that you are. No one deserves to be mistreated like that. No one deserves to feel like, at every turn that they have to constantly, worry about, is my partner going to be faithful to me? Is my partner going to decide to honor me and respect me and speak to me in a manner in which respect is given? Things like that. You have to stop being stuck on stupid and start making some courageous decisions to make choices in your life that align you with the person that you are, that you want to be. You don't wait for somebody else to do that for you. You do that for yourself. So stop allowing yourself to be being played. And the people count on you, being the person that you are. If you step back and evaluate, I'm gonna give you an example. One of my family members would always come to me and give me these hard luck stories. They would just share their woes, and they know I was one of those person that it just broke my heart. I would just reach out and say, how can I help? That was me being played. Basically, come to Deborah, tell her a hard luck story. She'll listen. Oh, she'll just feel so, heartbroken that you're going through that. And if it's anything in her power, she'll try to volunteer and help you. I'm not that woman anymore. I'm not going to be that woman that sit up there and try to volunteer to rescue you. I realized that I was being played. And so what I started noticing was that it wasn't just that person, it was friends, certain family members, a lot of different family members, would come to me and play me like that, and I was being played. And I was wondering why, quite often, my bank account wasn't reflecting, some of the money that I was making. That's because when you're always trying to rescue people, you can't save like you want to save. You can't do all the things you want to do because you're always feeling obligated to rescue people because they're playing you. Well, I had to get out of that mindset. I had to do something different. If I wanted something different, if I wanted a different outcome, I had to do something different. And the different thing that I had to do was start saying no. No, I can't do it because I have these X, Y, and Z things that are going on in my financial life too. So I have to take care of that. And I really wasn't obligated to tell them that. That was just my way of letting them know and myself know I would try to do this, but I can't. But you know what? Even if I didn't have those obligations, if I told myself that, okay, I'm going to save X amount of dollars, even if I didn't have any other financial obligations, it's still not my obligation to rescue them. I just decided that I'll pick and choose when I would like to help, if I so choose, and but I'm not going to allow somebody to play me anymore. I'm stopping. I have ceased that type of response when people come to me and try to play me. And then also when it comes to toxic relationships, the first time someone were to call me out my name, raise their voice to me, and all of that, that's completely disrespectful. I'm not going to be that woman that's going to sit around and tolerate that. So neither should you. And the thing that you're going to have to be comfortable with is feeling a little bit uncomfortable when you tell people, no, I can't do this. And after a while, it'll come along. It'll be really comfortable for you to say it because it's like, no, I'm not going to do it. And it has nothing to do with them. It has everything to do with you and the things you got going on in your life. Just like they've made themselves a priority, you've made yourself a priority. Your things that you got going on don't align with them. Especially if you've helped them out a lot in the past. I mean, why they continue to come back to the well? But anyhow, stop being stuck on stupid. Make some good choices. And stop allowing yourself to be played. And the best way to do this is to build new habits, learn how to say no, know that it's going to feel uncomfortable, but by you sitting up there making sure that you let them know that certain things that they're requesting, certain behaviors that they're exhibiting are not appropriate, and is not, will not be tolerated. And if they continue on, then you remove yourself. You don't even have to make an announcement to them. That's what's so beautiful about it. You don't even have to make an announcement to them. Just, let those people go. Just stop being stuck on stupid. But anyway, like, comment, subscribe. And I look forward to our next dialogue. Bye.